Classic rock all day and all night on ClassicRockRadioHD.com.
Green-eyed lady, lovely lady, strolling slowly towards the sun. Green-eyed lady, ocean lady, soothing every raging wave that comes. Green-eyed lady, passions lady.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
And welcome, everybody, to Logic Nation. It's April 20th, 2020. You know what 0420 means. I'll leave it at that. If you don't know what it is, probably better for you anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot going to go on today. A lot happened over the weekend. A lot of news, a lot of things to talk about. I want you to give me a call here, 866-89-LOGIC, 866-895-6442. Tell me what's on your mind, and I'll tell you what's on mine. We got some things that we're going to be talking about today and presenting to you. I want to get you prepped and ready. So as I go through the show highlights here, take notes and be ready for the call. In the studio with me, I got a full house. I've got Bill Huffman, executive producer. Should I say your pay status? No, I won't say that. I got the Colonel, Rayford Brown, with me. I got the Titan of Tech, Shane Currington. The reason you can see me today is because he fixed the board and got it all squared away.
And we're sorry.
And I've got John Bonassi with me.
Ew.
Hey, John, how
Happy
you
and
doing
humble to be very happy and humble to be here.
All right, you're gonna have to
Appreciate
put
it.
that mic.
Yeah,
There you
let
go.
me approach this mic properly. Okay.
We're gonna have a lot of political talk,
Indeed.
political commentary. I want people out there to give me a call.
Got lots of news today. We got children in tunnels. We've got red shoes.
Oh my gosh, red shoes too. What are the children that are being herded? Are they being herded by red-shoed people?
No, the red shoes people are the ones that are consuming the children.
Well, that's what I meant. They're herding them. Okay. All right. What's that all about? Give us a call. We'll talk about it. Okay, 866-89-LOGIC. Let me give you a list of things that's coming up on the show today. Devotional quotes and announcements. If you're a faithful listener to the program, you know I'm going to do devotional around the second segment. True stories of self-defense, if I've got time, which I highly doubt I will. Mac the Mechanic will be in today, and we're going to be talking about our abs. Okay? And I sent him a text saying, well, are we doing sit-ups? Are we doing planks? What are we doing? No, the ABS system in your vehicle. Okay? So we're going to be talking about ABS.
That's automatic braking system.
Oh, thank you for that clarification, sir. We are being infiltrated in many ways. But there's a motel used for Chinese births. I'll talk about that in a little while. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, something stinks there. The White House has a petition passing 100,000 signatures, past the 100,000 signature threshold to be investigated. It needs to be investigated. Because if you think about what Bill Gates says and what's in his white papers and what his agenda is, and then all of a sudden we have this coronavirus going on, it makes you think, everybody. It makes you scratch your head. But if you're not paying attention, and if you're only reading headlines and bullet points, you're going to look at me and say, oh, you're wearing a tinfoil hat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sorry. I just read past the headlines and bullet points. Come with me and join with me down the rabbit hole. Next one. Trump tells Pelosi, come back to Washington, you old witch. Now, I said the old witch part, but he just said come back to Washington.
And do your job.
Help solve the stalemate. U.S. clinics, this is disgusting. U.S. clinics report up to a 400% rise in abortion requests amid the pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, that says a lot about who will cover your back in a desperate situation. You got a poor, innocent child in the womb, in the stomach of a mother, okay? And we're going to abort this baby because, you know, it may be difficult to pay for the child. It may be difficult to handle the child in this kind of situation. So, you know, as an inconvenience to me, I'm going to abort. Makes me want to vomit. Personal opinion. Bill Maher, once again, upset with the media. I'm beginning to wonder if Trump is right calling it fake news. That's what he says. I got a clip on that, about a minute clip. I think you'll find it amusing. Now, look, like Bill Maher, not like Bill Maher. I do not like Bill Maher in the sense that I don't like his political views, and I don't like his personal views, okay? But what I do respect him for is he says it how he is, and he doesn't change. But the other thing I like about it is you can have, from what I've seen of Bill Maher, you can have an argument with him. He's got his facts and figures, and you have your facts and figures. You may not agree at all, and that's okay. That's what, God bless America, right? But I do like that he can see, this is ridiculous. Even we, the ones we're so opposed to each other, can't even agree on a conversation, fake news, all this crazy stuff. Comes at a time, a point in time, you just need to stop the crap and just get back down to basic political bickering. Dr. Luke Montegria, I believe is how you say it,
Sounds good.
says corona is man-made. This is the guy who discovered the HIV virus in 1983. So we'll talk about that.
I would like to clarify. Sean Hannity has this thing too. He says, it's not man-made. Well, there's a difference between man-made and farmed. And farmers have been genetically modifying animals by selective breeding. And that's what this one doctor was doing in the lab in Wuhan, was using bats who have very strong immune systems and selectively breeding this virus for contagion. And it accidentally got away before they had the vaccine ready.
Well, that's the question. Did it accidentally get away, or did it get away on purpose? I think it got away accidentally.
I think it got away accidentally because they didn't have the vaccine ready.
They weren't
if you
ready
go
for
back
it.
to Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and population control, they wanted to vaccinate, my personal opinion, they wanted to vaccinate the right people and then let this thing loose, and everybody else dies. There would be no talk about vaccine. If you didn't already have it, you'd never know
You know
about
how
it.
sick that sounds? It sounds sick when you say it. But all you're doing is reiterating what they wrote in their white papers.
We've never, violence in the world and the ability to kill people has never been wanting in the human race.
Never.
Biblical times, killing all through whole communities were wiped out. Every living thing, animal, and
Colonel, that is why I've said many times on both this show and my previous show, that is I watch Nazi torture videos. People go to me, well, you're sick. I go, no, you're crazy if you don't watch them. I want you to see what a human can do to another human being. It's terrible. And I told my boys this when they were growing up. Listen, when you get in a situation, morality goes out the window because these people are out to get you. You cannot be saying, well, I got to do this. No, if you want to survive, you'll do what it takes. If you want to be moral, you'll go to the grave being moral.
Don't ever think that this does not lurk within yourself. There was a famous experiment where they gave people white lab coats as symbols of authority and had them give electric shocks to subjects if they didn't answer a question correctly. The shock was imaginary and the subjects were actors, but everybody in the white lab coat would shock the other person to death. If you give them a white lab coat.
That's right. Okay, before the break, one last thing.
This is not a comment about doctors.
To all men out there, study suggests that your onions may be vulnerable to the coronavirus. Hey, look, I don't write this stuff. I just read it and share it, okay? So we're going to take a break. Protect your onions, man.
Yeah. That's one way to put it.
We're going to be back. We're going to take a 3-minute break. Give me a call, 866-89-LOGIC, 866-895-6442. Don't forget to stream us live at logicnation.us. Social media at Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo at Logic Nation Radio, Twitter and Periscope at Logic Nation USA. Be back in 3. See you on the other side. Aaron's Gun Shop and High Cap Adventures. If you've decided to carry a handgun for self-defense, you better know what you're doing. If you don't, you better learn fast. Not only fast, but thoroughly. Aaron's Gun Shop and High Cap Adventures fills the void between a Johnny wannabe and a person who has been properly trained in the proper handling and use of a firearm. Call me, Matt Petros, at 254-697-4721 or email me at aaronsgunshop@gmail.com and set up a class or seminar to get you started on the road to proficiency with a firearm for self-defense. Go to our website, aaronsgunshop.com, and review the High Cap Adventures page. We have seminars to cover most forms of firearms training. Call 254-697-4721 or email me at aaronsgunshop@gmail.com to get more information on how to get started with your training. The time for games is over. Reality starts now. aaronsgunshop.com.
Divorce attorney Ed Laughlin.
Is your marriage on the rocks? Have you been wanting to get a divorce but just haven't found an attorney that you can afford? Well, your search for an affordable attorney is finally over. I'm attorney Ed Laughlin, and I've been helping Texans get fast, inexpensive, hassle-free divorces for 25 years. I offer reasonable fees and always allow my clients to pay out their fees in payments that they can afford. Call me today at 773-8399 or toll-free 1-800-492-2589 to schedule a free confidential appointment to get started. The first visit is always free.
What are you waiting for? Call Ed Laughlin today at 1-800-492-2589 or visit Ed's website at edlaughlin.com. That's 1-800-492-2589 or online at edlaughlin.com. That's 1-800-492-2589. Let Ed help you with all your legal needs. You'll feel a whole lot better. See Ed's ad in Names and Numbers.
Some knowledge belongs to us and us alone. The way our girlfriends walk, the way they talk, the way they touch their hair. We hold details that only a sister can know about her girls. But what about our other girls? The ones that we carry with us every day. Can we describe them when everything's right? Can we feel when something's wrong? Our bond with our sister girls gives life. But knowing your breasts can save it. Go to knowyourgirls.org for the facts you need on breast health. That's knowyourgirls.org. Brought to you by Susan G. Coleman and the Ad Council.
Welcome, everybody, to Logic Nation. Matt, your host here. It is April 20th, 2020. I've got a whole bunch of people in the room today. I got Bill Huffman, the Colonel, Rayford Brown, Shane Currington, John Bonassi. You, the listening audience, give me a call, 866-89-LOGIC, 868-995-6442.
And that Betros guy. That Betros guy is here, too, the pistolero.
I hear that guy's a real,
Well, you know what I've heard? I've heard he's very much a type A personality. You got to learn to be comfortable around them. But I'm going to tell you right now, should the excrement impact the oscillating device, I'd just as soon be back-to-back with that type A personality right there.
I'll give you the shirt off my back just as long as you give it back to me clean.
Oh. I'd like to rescind my earlier statement, Madam Chairwoman.
Hey, I want to make a comment out there. I was coming into work today a little bit later than normal, had the fog going on, and as I was coming in past Heidenhammer, coming into Temple, on the side of the road was an elderly lady with her hood popped up, lights flashing and all that. And I looked at my watch and I go, I can't. I got to get here. I got to get to the studio. And I'm thinking, no, it was bothering me. I said, I got to do something. And lo and behold, I was saying to myself, I'm going to look for an officer. But how am I going to find one? I never can find an officer when you want one. As I come over the hill of the bridge, what was that, 93, 95? What was that? Okay. As I come up and over the bridge there, what do I see in a convenience store parking lot but 2 police cars? I go, oh, check this out. Thank you, Lord. I pull in there, and I go slowly.
Yeah,
and I'm waving my hands. Like, hey,
run up to
no
him.
guns in the hand. No guns in the hand.
Be pulling your wallet out of your back pocket.
Oh, yeah.
I roll down the window. I go, good morning, officers. How you doing? Hey, look, there's an older lady out there with the hood up, blah, blah, blah. I was just thinking, I can't do it. I'm on time crunch. I got to get on the radio. I thought you might want to go check it out, make sure she's okay. And sure enough, they dropped the coffee. They got in their vehicles. They went out and checked it out. So I want to give out a shout and a thank you to a couple of Temple PD
It was
officers.
TPD?
It was Temple
To the
PD.
Honey Bears.
And so if they aren't hearing it, I'm sure somebody who's associated with Temple PD will relay the message and tell those 2 officers, thank you for checking on that woman who was broke down on the side of the road.
You know, Neil Young did a song about that. Old girl sitting by the side of the... Oh, no, that was Old Man, wasn't it? Carry on.
Okay. All right, it's that time. If you are a faithful listener to the program, you know I do devotionals usually around this time. Today will be no different. I do devotionals Monday through Friday to a long list of people. I've been doing it for many years. I've been blessed to have the opportunity to do it here on the radio, so today will be no different. If this isn't your thing, stick your fingers in your ear, lower the volume, or maybe, just maybe, take a chance and listen, and it may prick your heart. So here we go. Good morning. Tempted, resisted, denied. I'll say it again. Tempted, resisted, denied. That's all it takes. Be tempted, resist the temptation, and you will be able to deny it. And I get this from James chapter 4, verses 7 and 8. It reads, submit therefore to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. And I conclude with a long 2 or 3 paragraphs. And I say, we either resist or we don't. We either draw near to God or we don't. It's devotionals like these when I look in the mirror and say to myself, you hypocrite. How can I, the wretch that I am, write these devotionals? My only answer is that I wear the helmet of salvation and have total faith that I am forgiven through the faith in Jesus Christ. And with that faith, I am compelled to share it with others. Denying temptation in its many forms takes practice. The more we do it, the easier it becomes. By drawing closer to God, it makes it all the more easier. Let's race to Him and away from those things that can trip us up. Have a blessed day. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We plant the seed, we do a little watering, and we let the good Lord do the growing. Share it with who you want. And you now can take your fingers out of your ears. You can crank up the volume. Be free to share it with whoever you want, okay? If you're a faithful listener to the program, you know what this sound means. That's quotes for the day. This should be freaking easy, okay? This should be easy. Give me a call, 866-89-LOGIC, 866-895-6442. If you know who the author of the quotes are, give me a call, and you'll get a prize. Let's see. How do I want to? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all giveaways, but one's an even more giveaway. So I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, how about this one? I guess what I'm trying to say, without boring you too long at breakfast, and y'all look dull as hell, I might add. The dullest audience I've ever spoken to. Just sitting there, staring at me. Pretend you like me. 2. You know, I'm embarrassed. Do you know the website number? I should have it in front of me, and I don't. I'm actually embarrassed. 3. If we do everything right, if we do it with absolute certainty, there's still a 30% chance we're going to get it wrong. 4, a successful dump. That's it, a successful dump. And I guess I'll give you the 5th one. I guess I'll give it away here. I promise you, the president has a big stick. I promise you. Give me a call, 866-89-LOGIC, 866-895-6442.
Let's just hope his onions are fine.
I don't really care. Rayford, you got anything for me?
Well, we're going to be talking about Article 3, the judicial power, judicial today and tomorrow, and perhaps a quick review of section of Article 2.
Okay, and I got a lot of audio clips here. I don't know where to start, man. There's just so much going on. It's all crisscrossed with each other. And I think I'll tell you what, I'll pull up where Trump is basically telling a reporter he's not using the brains he was given. And this has to do with the, once I find it here, we're duped by China for years, the past administration. So we've got a reporter from CNN, of course, a CNN reporter, and he's talking to the president, asking him a question. And I'm going to run it. It's about a 4-minute clip. And actually, I don't have enough time to do it. So I think I'll hold off on that. I want to play a different one instead. Because when I come back, I want you to get the full effect of when he's talking to the reporter and you get a good understanding of what he's saying. So here, on this one, I'm going to talk about how we're postponing and halting the money going to the WHO, the World Health Organization. So here's President Trump.
Thank you, Mr. President. U.S. intelligence is saying this week that the coronavirus likely came from a level 4 lab in Wuhan. There's also another report that the NIH, under the Obama administration in 2015, gave that lab $3.7 million in a grant. Why would the U.S. give a grant like that to China?
The Obama administration gave them a grant of $3.7 million. I've been hearing about that. And we've instructed that if any grants are going to that area, we're looking at it literally about an hour ago, and also early in the morning. We will end that grant very quickly, but it was granted quite a while ago. They were granted a substantial amount of money. We're going to look at it and take a look, but I understand it was a number of years ago, right?
So you are.
When did you hear was the grant was made?
2015.
2015. Who was president then? I wonder. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure who the reporter was, but as you're watching her, she's going, yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. It's not you. President Obama did all this kind of stuff. And that's the deal with President Trump. President Trump is cleaning up the mess from past administrations. He's the guy who's not from the swamp. He's not a swamp creature. He has no weeds on him. He doesn't have this greasy green-looking film on him from coming out of the swamp. He's fresh, vibrant, ready to go, wants to make America great again. And everybody's realizing, because this guy does not play the way the swamp creatures do, that he's going to expose the swamp creatures. And every time something comes up, it can always come back to past administrations. I honestly can't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I honestly can't think of when President Trump has stepped on it severely bad. He might have made a couple of comments or something, but the comments were based on him being aggressed upon in the first place.
Indeed.
Can you think of anything like that, John? I didn't think so.
Not at all. Exactly.
He gets President Trump gets flack for two reasons. One, because he talks the way he talks, and he's bold and does what he wants to do because it's great for America, and it's contrary to what everybody else is doing. Because when you're a slime creature, a swamp creature, there are rules. And if you abide by the rules, you get to go up higher in the swamp than other people do. But this guy, President Trump, he just pulled the plug, and you can see the dead bodies starting to show, and you can see the roofs of cars that have been submerged in the swamp for a long time starting to show. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back. But we're going to also, when we come back, we're going to do a reaffirmation. Help me out.
Reaffirmation
of the Constitution. And if you've been in the military, you can do it again. If you're a regular citizen
oath of office
and never done it, you can do it then. We'll be back in just a minute.
Criminal defense attorney Ed Laughlin.
Just because you or a loved one has been pulled over or arrested for DWI does not mean you're guilty of DWI. I'm attorney Ed Laughlin, and to be arrested and charged with DWI, the officer has to only have probable cause that you're intoxicated. It's only the officer's opinion. However, to be convicted of DWI, your guilt must be proven beyond a reasonable doubt, which is a much stricter burden. If you have been arrested for DWI or any other offense and want an attorney who will rigorously defend you, call me at 1-800-492-2589 or log on to my website at edlaughlin.com. Over the past 25 years as an attorney, I've been both a prosecutor and now a defense attorney. You need an experienced attorney who will work hard to get you the justice that you deserve.
What are you waiting for? Call Ed now at 1-800-492-2589 to schedule a free confidential appointment or visit Ed's website at edlaughlin.com. First visit is always free. You're going to feel a whole lot better. See Ed's ad and names and numbers.
I spend a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain, sleet, and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. In 05, I helped you get out of a ditch. Yeah, I know I'm a bit rusty, and sadly in 09, it was sparks from me, your handy chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Sparks from dragging chains can start a wildfire. Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Sweet strawberry icing. You were strolling along in Goodwill when just past that mid-century side table and denim jacket you spotted them, nestled in their display case. Miniature donut earrings. Oh, yes! Yes! Your favorite half-breakfast pastry, half-all-day dessert food, made into your favorite form of ear candy. Oh my. Those bejeweled sprinkles have satisfied some unknown hunger within you. Shh, do you smell that? That's the sugary scent of shopping success. For this is Goodwill. And with every item you buy, you fund local job training and more. So go forth. Bring home those donut earrings. And bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council. Sweet strawberry icing. You were strolling along in Goodwill when just past that mid-century side table and denim jacket you spotted them, nestled in their display case. Miniature donut earrings. Oh, yes! Yes! Your favorite half-breakfast pastry, half-all-day dessert food, made into your favorite form of ear candy. Oh my. Those bejeweled sprinkles have satisfied some unknown hunger within you. Shh, do you smell that? That's the sugary scent of shopping success. For this is Goodwill. And with every item you buy, you fund local job training and more. So go forth. Bring home those donut earrings. And bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, everybody, to Logic Nation, April 20th, 2020. Matt, your host here. I've got the Colonel, Rayford Brown, with me. I've got Bill Huffman, Shane Currington, John Bonassi is with me today, guest, and we've got a plethora of things to talk about. I just went over the quotes, but I gave you a little teaser before we took the break, and I want to set this up. And we won't do it right now, sir. I'm going to set it up. I'll reread the quotes. You gentlemen here, I'm sure you got some comments you want to make, and then I got callers who'll be calling in, and then we'll get back and we'll do this. But here's the teaser. The last line of our Declaration of Independence reads, "For the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Indeed, many first-generation American patriots died fighting for the American liberty." So I say, why not affirm or reaffirm our oath to this Constitution? Now, military personnel and politicians do it. Military personnel do it. A politician does it, a person taking political office. But why can't any Joe or Jane in the United States who benefit from the liberties of freedom affirm their oath to the Constitution?
Matt, you don't have to wear a green monkey suit. You don't have to have a guy with fruit salad all over his hat tell you to hold your right hand up, say, "I," repeat your name. You don't have to do that. You can read the Constitution and say, you know what? I'm in.
I'll tell you what, Colonel, I changed my mind because what he's saying got me pumped up. If we got time, we're going to set it up. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what I want you to do. If you want to affirm your oath to the Constitution, I guess we'll do it right after the next break. Okay, but we'll set it up now. At around, when do we come on, Shane? About 40? No, we come up at 8:40, 8:44? Around 8:44, 8:43, 8:44, somewhere around there, based on whatever the clock says. We'll do the affirm and reaffirm oath to the Constitution. So if you're driving about that time and you want to pull over to listen, and you can say it aloud. If you're at your desk, you can put your earbuds in or whatever, and we're gonna read the oath, and you can say, "Hey, I'm going to commit to the Constitution." Now, look, there's nothing wrong with doing that. As a Christian, I blatantly and openly state that I am a Christian who believes solely in the blood of Jesus Christ. I'm willing to boast it and promote it and share it. I won't cram it down your throat, but I'll just share it.
And so were the founders.
And so were a lot of founders. Yes, absolutely.
But hold on, just like your faith, though, how do you affirm it every day? You live it.
You live it.
And that's what we need to do in this country every day is live like we love the Constitution.
And how do we do that, Shane?
Well, we can throw all the Democrats in jail.
Y'all settle down. Y'all settle down. The colonel is getting just a little bit fired up. He's got that glazed look in his eye. He's frothing at the mouth. We need some commies in here that he can just bite them and rip out blood, gore, and guts and veins in his teeth.
Now, Colonel, what I'd like you to do, I got AJ on the line. I'm going to get him on the line. But what I'd like you to do is set us up for the next break, and I'm sure AJ will hold over for us after the break to do this with us as well. And we'll do our affirmation and reaffirmation of the oath of the Constitution.
Okay. The oath is set up by Article 6 of the Constitution, Clause 3, third paragraph. All right. The senators and representatives before mentioned and the members of the several state legislatures and all executive and judicial officers, both of the United States and of the several states, shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution.
Okay, we'll set it up. Let me get AJ here. AJ, your mic's hot. Thanks for calling. What's on your mind, buddy? AJ, talk to me.
You know, real Americans already have that Constitution ready to rock and roll, and that's just going to reinforce it. That's all. That's a great job y'all doing, and thank God y'all there to do it. Because after watching these idiots over the weekend, we definitely need to kick the Democrats out so the Constitution can stand like our founders had it. I mean, what are they doing? I'm not understanding this. You know, I'm trying to be calm and cool, but what are they doing? This is a joke Nancy Pelosi doing. What does she think she doing? And then she got the nerve to ask for donations.
She is a disgrace.
Because to keep her in our house. I mean, come on, man.
She's a disgrace to women. She's a disgrace to this country. She's a disgrace to the position she holds. She's a disgrace as an American. She's just a freaking disgrace. And I don't say that because of a political difference. I say that because I look at her and see what she does in her actions. She's a disgrace.
Her and Chuck Schumer both are a disgrace to the oath of office. And they took an oath, just like you do in the Constitution, to uphold the Constitution of our country.
Well, it's not just the Democrats, though. There are a lot of Republicans that vote against the Constitution every time they have a vote in Congress.
Exactly. So, both sides had a bad, but the Dems are worse than ever. I've never seen nothing like this, what we going through. And I was telling Mr. Bill, China got to pay for this. I mean, that leader over there, not the Chinese people. I want everybody to understand, not the Chinese people, because they're catching it too. But come on, how did Beijing not catch the virus? What happened that they didn't catch the virus? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what did that commie over there do? And around the world, this man, I mean, there's no, how did this happen that this man didn't fire a shot and everybody around here, the economy is going to crap? I'm being nice because I'm not at a bar where I can drink, cuss, and fuss.
Hey, AJ, I need you to stand by. We're going to take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we're going to do our affirmation to the oath, and I want you to stay on because I want to continue on with you. I cut you short on this segment, so we'll be back in 3 minutes. See you on the other side.
Quick Wrench Automotive, your one-stop auto shop, family-owned and operated at 1402 North 3rd Street in Temple. Why go to another dealer? Quick Wrench Automotive, a full-service preventive maintenance and automotive repair center, offers a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty on most repairs nationwide, which also includes complimentary roadside assistance. Quick Wrench also offers the best price for oil changes around at $17.95 plus tax, which includes 5 quarts of oil, new oil filter, washer fluid, and complimentary 23-point inspection. Other great deals are available on our Facebook page as well as our website, QuickWrenchAutomotive.com. Give us a call Monday through Friday at 254-935-2145 to speak with an ASE certified technician. Quick Wrench Automotive, your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Here at the Logic Nation, we often encourage you to be logical. Now, I've got 2 more great words to live by. Get supplied. With Studio L as a center point, Smith Supply will provide you with everything to clean anything and deliver it on time within 150 miles. That means we can deliver cleaning supplies to any facility, any business, including hotels and motels, even industries and factories, anywhere in the Killeen, Temple, Fort Hood Metro, Waco, and Austin. No matter where you are, we can ship to your order. We also provide janitorial services and building maintenance in some areas, and our Temple showroom and our online catalog are open to the public. We're here to save you money and get your supplies to you on time, every time. So, get supplied. Since 1961, we're Smith Supply, 254-773-3592, and online at smithsupply.com.
Art Coons, the owner of ANC Firearms in Heidenhammer, Texas, is an avid gun enthusiast and enjoys helping all of his customers to find the gun that's perfect for them. With a large selection of pistols, rifles, and shotguns, finding the right gun becomes easy. Go to ANC Firearms, located at 5819 U.S. Highway 190 in Heidenhammer, or call them 254-983-4417. Pistols, rifles, shotguns, ammo, knives, and a whole lot more. ANC Firearms, 254-983-4417.
Bankruptcy attorney Ed Laughlin.
I really hate to see families suffer, especially when there's something they can do. If you have too many bills to pay, the truth is that filing bankruptcy may be the best thing you ever do. I'm not just saying it, let me prove it to you. That's why I offer a free initial consultation. Call me, because you shouldn't just have to sit there and worry.
Call 1-800-492-2589. The phone call is free, and so is the appointment. You're going to feel a whole lot better.
Nation. Matt, your host here. It's April 20th, 2020. I've got John Bonassian with me. I got the Colonel Rayford Brown, Bill Huffman, Shane Currington, and I've got AJ on the line. AJ, your mic's hot, buddy. And before we go any further, AJ, I want to keep you for a while if you got time to stay. But we want to do our affirmation or a reaffirmation oath to the Constitution. Now, I gave you a warning in the last segment. If you're driving, pull over. If you got your earbuds in at work or whatever it takes, if you want to say it to yourself or say it to others that the Constitution is what you want to live up to and to defend, okay, this has nothing to do with our faith. This has to do with Americans, although it is faith-based by sure, okay? I just don't want to crisscross things here. So, Colonel, when you're ready, let's read the affirmation or set us up and let people know what's going on, okay?
All rise and raise your right hand.
Here you go, buddy.
I, state your full name, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God.
And I salute to that. And the office that we're going to take is the office of being a good citizen who protects their country and their Constitution and what it stands for. AJ, you got the mic, buddy.
Big time, I did it, and that's so great. And Lord knows, I hope everybody keep it up and go along with it, because Lord knows, and we definitely need it right now. And we just trying to figure out, we finding out that that commie leader over in China knew about this way before time, not just November. It was way up and a little bit before then. And the WHO, they didn't do a dang on thing.
If I remember my history right, AJ, I think there was like 6 or 7 days before they even mentioned it, which enabled thousands upon thousands of people to take flights all over the world without knowing of the seriousness of it. Is that correct? Do you remember?
Yeah, and then they heard that they cut the border off. How did Beijing not get any? That's what we want. How did they not get anything? And that from what we heard, that he he shut the border down and let the flights go out of everywhere else, just like he said.
Yeah.
So that let me know that guy needs to pay for all the deaths, for all the chaos that he done caused the world. And, I mean, for him to do that, he had to know he had to know. And then why we can't talk to the doctors over there, the scientists? Where they at? Where is the lady that supposedly got bit by the bat that they got 700 miles away? It wasn't the bats that they usually eat. It's another kind of bat. So where is they at? Nobody in the media is talking about where is the people that we need to talk to. And it's just amazing, this so-called media. I call them the KKK fake rat media, because they are no good. Look how they disrespect our president when he's asking questions up there. They didn't do Obama like that. And Obama, he waited 6 months before he told everybody about the WHO1.
That's right.
And nobody did, and they just kissed it. Oh, they did not give them all that like they giving our president right now. And our president just replenished everything. He's fixing the mess of what Obama left. And the media still ain't saying a word about it.
Hey, AJ, think about this for a second. You've got these reporters. They're not stupid, man. They know what's going on. Yet they continue to ask the questions and report the way they do. That tells me they sold out their love of this country for the dollar. Now you have other people out there who are just plain stupid and ignorant and are too lazy to find out the truth. So I've got to deal with those people. But the people in positions of the know and who are intelligent, because if they don't know and they're reporters, oh my gosh, we're in serious trouble. But they do know, and they're doing this for political reasons and agendas to get that president down in his numbers, and it's not working, man.
I know it ain't working, because we backing him 5,000% for sure now. And now we got to take the House back. We definitely have to take the House back along with the White House so we can get these idiots out of there. And the media, we got to override them again like we did in 2016 in there because you're right. They know. They definitely, this is the hatred for our president, Big Daddy. Love you guys, man, and let's keep it up, and y'all keep doing the great work that you're doing.
I appreciate
God
you, AJ.
bless
Thanks
you
for
all,
calling.
and God bless America.
Amen to that,
God
brother.
bless.
All right, I got Con on the line. Con, I'm taking a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you on the air. See you on the other side.
Hey y'all, Jeff Foxworthy here. Now, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing over and over for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
That's why I'm filling in for Smokey to switch things up, because there's a lot more to say. And I should know because my grandfather was a firefighter. And one of the things he taught me is that the people that love the outdoors the most are often the ones accidentally starting wildfires, which means always BYOB. No, bring your own bucket to the campfire. And be extra careful with things like burning yard trimmings. Don't just walk away, or chances are you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. I came out in the 11th grade. Nobody was embracing you. The kids were cruel. It was very difficult to be gay. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
The hard part was determining that I was going to do it, but I definitely didn't do it alone.
At age 30, with the help of her mentor, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
I have a mentor, Maria. She convinced me to continue my education and to finish what I started to get my diploma. Just never judges. She's a true role model. If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, everybody, to Logic Nation. Matt, your host here. It's April 20th, 2020. I got Con on the line. Con, because we're coming to the top of the hour, I'm not going to waste no time. Your mic is hot. Welcome to the program. Thanks for calling. What's on your mind, buddy? Con, talk to me.
I just called in. I wanted to give a shout out and a thank you to AJ, because AJ sets a very good example, and example is the greatest teaching aid known to man. But he sets a very good example in the black community because he defends the Constitution and freedom in America. And we just need more minorities to do what AJ has done and is doing. That is, wake up and smell the coffee. Wake up and recognize what the Democrats are doing to this country. So I just want to thank AJ for his efforts to preserve freedom.
Well,
and
I'll back you up on
willing
that
to
one.
make his, he's willing to make his voice heard out there. And I don't know how many people might want to call him an Uncle Tom or whatever derogatory term they might use, but we need more minorities, Hispanic or black or whatever, to do what AJ is doing.
Con, did you stand at attention and raise your right hand to reaffirm your oath to the Constitution?
Yes, sir.
Amen, brother. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people, if they weren't standing, they were standing in mind, heart, and spirit, you know? So.
Well, and, you know, I realize that I might be making AJ's head swell up, and if I do, I'll buy him a new hat about 2 sizes bigger. But, you know, I can't say enough good things about somebody, black, brown, green, or purple, that will recognize the truth and then stand up for it. And that's what he's doing. That's what you're doing. That's what I think I'm trying to do. So anyway, just that's all I got to say, I guess. I just wanted to give a shout out and an amen to AJ.
Well, Con, we appreciate it. I'm sure you're speaking for many, so appreciate the call, buddy.
Okay.
Sir, Colonel, John, you got anything?
No, not right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so we want to talk about why
Just goosebumps.
people are flocking to the United States. Are they coming across? Why do they wade across the river, or why do they come across the border to the United States? What made America great? Could we do it again? The second paragraph, second clause of the Declaration of Independence is the secret of what made America great. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That's what make America great. It's not the soil, it's not the oil.
If they would teach this in school again, if you would read it and listen, take time out of your day. It's just like the Bible, ladies and gentlemen. If you get in a quiet spot, a peaceful spot, an undisturbed spot, and you start reading, well-known passages of the Bible, if you haven't read the Bible before, it hits you. If you read the Constitution, you go, whoa, that's cool. I'm in the country that this is all about. And you start getting pumped up. You want to start sharing it with people. So it's just a fantastic read on its own merit. As you know, if you want to say it's a great document, it's just a great read. But what it stands for, and we have it, it's fantastic. There's a Bill. You had an announcement you want to make? Or you got some news that's coming up here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did. We just found out about this earlier this morning, but on the 18th, AG Sessions, FBI Director Wray, and Huber, United States Attorney for the state of Utah, has sent a letter of indictment requesting indictments on James Comey, Hillary Rodham Clinton, Loretta Lynch, Andrew McCabe, and if I say Peter Strzok, you know I got to say Lisa Page. So yes,
Lord.
I believe that the fertilizer appears to be impacting the oscillating device at this time.
I do not have happiness in my heart for seeing somebody go down. I never want to see that happen. But I do have happiness in my heart that we're proceeding to make things right and straight the way they're supposed to be.
The equal application of the law. The blindfold has been returned to Lady Justice. The previous administration had stripped the blindfold off of Lady Justice, holding the scales on top of the courthouse, and she was checking to see what color or what political affiliation the person had before she issued her justice.
This has been a very hot, fast, busy hour. We will continue. We'll be back in 5 to 6 minutes. See you on the other side.
Hey, y'all, Jeff Foxworthy here. Now, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing over and over for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
That's why I'm filling in for Smokey to switch things up, because there's a lot more to say. And I should know because my grandfather was a firefighter. And one of the things he taught me is that the people that love the outdoors the most are often the ones accidentally starting wildfires, which means always BYOB. No, bring your own bucket to the campfire. And be extra careful with things like burning yard trimmings. Don't just walk away, or chances are you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
I spend a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain, sleet, and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. In 05, I helped you get out of a ditch. Yeah, I know I'm a bit rusty, and sadly in 09, it was sparks from me, your handy chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Sparks from dragging chains can start a wildfire. Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I could taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I tears that ain't coming, all the moment, the truth in your lies. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. Here's a fortune while you've been asleep. Come on, give it up. You got what's coming to you. No use for you to struggle.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and catch the bus. Text and miss your stop. Wait. Text and be late to work. Sorry, I'm late. Text and work. Text and pretend to work. Text and act surprised when someone calls you out for not working. Who, me? Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time.
Ugh.
Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, everybody, to Logic Nation. It's April 20th, 2020. Matt, your host here. I got Bill Huffman, John Bonassi, Shane Currington, and the Colonel Rayford. You got Bill, you got confirmation, reaffirmation, whatever the word is that's used for your information that you gave on last break?
Yes, sir. I've got a electronic copy of the document. It's been signed by 11 congressmen. So this looks about as real as it can possibly be.
And reiterate what it was?
This is a series of indictments that has been handed down on the previous director of the FBI, on the previous Secretary of State, on what was Loretta Lynch?
Short, Rice.
Yeah. We've no, not Rice, but we've. I just encourage you to go look it up. Don't take my word for anything ever.
Well, hold on, Bill. Is it a letter from the congressman to Director Wray to issue the indictments, or is it the actual indictments?
It appears to me to be a letter to issue the indictments.
Okay.
That's one step closer, Shane.
Okay. I know. I just don't want. I want it to be. I want us to use the exact wording because I don't want everyone to get up in arms and hooray and all that stuff if nothing's going to happen.
Now, speaking of things happening, during the pandemic here and coronavirus, and everybody's home, Shane, you made the get to the mic, Shane. Okay. Shane made the comment about a baby boom.
Yes.
Because everybody's home.
Because everyone's home.
They're getting drunk on Corona.
Making Corona babies.
Making Corona babies, getting drunk on Corona, right? But you said there's going to be a baby boom, and I go, no, I don't think so, Shane.
I think so.
I don't think so.
They can't get to the drugstore to get their protective devices.
Yeah, but here, this is from Reuters.
Okay.
This is from Reuters.
All right.
U.S. clinics report up to 400% rise in abortion requests amid the pandemic.
Yeah, notice the key word there, requests.
Yeah, but as soon as this is over, it doesn't matter. Once they give birth, they'll kill it. You know they can do that.
Well, that's only in Virginia.
Well, maybe they're going to
with Northam. But
having a child right now feels like a big luxury, facing an out-of-control disease, a grim economic climate, and with some states banning abortions as non-essential, many women are rushing to terminate their pregnancies. The coronavirus pandemic has impacted every aspect of life in the U.S., including one deeply controversial topic, and that's abortion. Several states, including Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, Ohio, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas, are trying to ban abortions, calling them non-essential procedures in the wake of the public crisis. As a result, some clinics have closed, while others are experiencing a spike in requests from women hoping to get their abortion while they still can.
Well, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, as a matter of fact, because remember, the Fifth Circuit upheld Texas law that says abortions are non-essential medical procedures. So it's withholding all the medical supplies for hospitals and whatnot. However, the Second Circuit up in Ohio rejected the same exact law up there. So now we're on a collision course for the Supreme Court.
Oh, come on. There's no hurry. Good Lord, you could take a bus ride to Virginia and you can kill them up until they're, what, 5?
Well, I read a story about it, Fort Worth.
But wait, go back to what you were saying, because if it goes to Supreme Court, we seem to have a favor.
We revisit Roe v. Wade if it goes to the Supreme Court.
And being that we have it set up to seem to be more conservative than otherwise, there's a chance that positive effects can happen.
Unless John Roberts wants to be the swing vote again, just like he did with Obamacare and screw everything up.
And the other big question is, did somebody remember to plug in Ruth Bader Ginsburg and charge her up? Because, my God, she's an audio animatronic like Mr. Lincoln at Disneyland.
But she's only one vote. She, out of the 9, she's still only one vote. So it all comes down to Roberts all again.
Okay, let me read just 3 more paragraphs here, because I want to make a point. We made many points here, but I want to make up another point here. Not make it up, but state it.
So now he's making up stuff,
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The Trust Women Abortion Clinic in Wichita, Kansas, reported performing 252 abortions in March, up 90 in March from 2019. Let's see here, blah, 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 blah. It goes, they have seen a 300 to 400% increase in their patient load. The women who have been calling are uncertain about having a baby when the world is so unpredictable all of a sudden, and they're worried about money due to the sharp rise of unemployment, she said. We've been seeing more women calling earlier than usual in their pregnancy, and there is this urgent nature to it. These women are under intense anxiety of not knowing if they will be able to get an abortion at all, so it feels like now or never. Ladies and gentlemen, when I've got a uniform on, if I was in battle and the guy next to me decided it's too hot for me, I'm not going into this battle, and turns around, he's not covering my back. I can't depend on him. This poor child has nobody to defend him but his mother, okay? And the mother is turning tails and is going to eliminate this child because they can't handle the stress of not having a job or the stress of it all. Give me a freaking break. Grow up.
Well, whatever happened to personal responsibility? If you're going to, undertake an activity that might result in pregnancy, and you don't know if you can carry the child or whatever, don't do it.
It's not a question of if you can carry the child. It's a question of, is it convenient? That, you know what? That was the first step that they took to get us to go, well, I guess abortion in some cases, life for the mother. How many mothers die in childbirth, for God's sake?
Oh, I don't know. It's just
very, very frustrating.
And I've said this many times before. If you want to solve the abortion problem, keep your legs together and keep it in your pants, guys. Okay? That's how you fix that problem.
Okay. We have to have a retraction here on the excitement that we had earlier. This was not a request for an indictment. This was a request for investigation. And the date on the letter is April the 18th, 2018.
See, I didn't want everyone to get their hopes up. I kind of felt that something was fishy there.
That's it. I'm suicidal.
Do you need a safe space? Hey, do you need a safe space? Do you need to go to your safe space?
I'm gonna go color.
We're fortunate that this studio is carpeted on the walls so he can't hurt himself.
Well, where do you go after that one? Let's see.
Yeah. Go
It's
to
all
your
right,
safe
Bill, it's
space.
Okay. We know you tried real hard.
Oh gosh. Yeah, but now, getting back to our original topic, now we are on a collision course to the Supreme Court as the Fifth Circuit and the Second Circuit now disagree on the essential, procedure ban between two different states. So now we're headed to the Supreme Court where they're going to have to revisit Roe v. Wade now. Now, and it's just a matter of time before this happens anyway.
You want to talk about chaos.
I know. Oh, there's going to be mass hysteria once all this comes down.
Let me say some quotes real quick. Let me see if I can sneak them in. If you can tell me who the author of the quotes are, give me a call, 866-89-LOGIC. Let's see. I'm embarrassed. Do you know the website number? I should have it in front of me, and I don't. I'm actually embarrassed. Another one. If we do everything right, if we do it with absolute certainty, there's still a 30% chance we're going to get it wrong. How about this one? I guess what I'm trying to say without boring you too long at breakfast, and you all look dull as hell, I might add. The dullest audience I've ever spoken to, just sitting there staring at me. Pretend you like me. And then, how about this one? I promise you, the president has a big stick. I promise you. Tell me who that is. Give me a call, 866-89-LOGIC. See you on the other side. Aaron's Gun Shop and High Cap Adventures. If you've decided to carry a handgun for self-defense, you better know what you're doing. If you don't, you better learn fast. Not only fast, but thoroughly. Aaron's Gun Shop and High Cap Adventures fills the void between a Johnny wannabe and a person who has been properly trained in the proper handling and use of a firearm. Call me, Matt Petros, at 254-697-4721 or email me at aaronsgunshop@gmail.com and set up a class or seminar to get you started on the road to proficiency with a firearm for self-defense. Go to our website, aaronsgunshop.com, and review the High Cap Adventures page. We have seminars to cover most forms of firearms training. Call 254-697-4721 or email me at aaronsgunshop@gmail.com to get more information on how to get started with your training. The time for games is over. Reality starts now. aaronsgunshop.com.
Divorce attorney Ed Laughlin. Is your marriage on the rocks? Have you been wanting to get a divorce but just haven't found an attorney that you can afford? Well, your search for an affordable attorney is finally over. I'm attorney Ed Laughlin, and I've been helping Texans get fast, inexpensive, hassle-free divorces for 25 years. I offer reasonable fees and always allow my clients to pay out their fees in payments that they can afford. Call me today at 773-8399 or toll-free 1-800-492-2589 to schedule a free confidential appointment to get started. The first visit is always free.
What are you waiting for? Call Ed Laughlin today at 1-800-492-2589 or visit Ed's website at edlaughlin.com. That's 1-800-492-2589 or online at edlaughlin.com. That's 1-800-492-2589. Let Ed help you with all your legal needs. You'll feel a whole lot better. See Ed's ad in Names and Numbers.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. I came out in the 11th grade. Nobody was embracing you. The kids were cruel. It was very difficult to be gay. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
The hard part was determining that I was going to do it, but I definitely didn't do it alone.
At age 30, with the help of her mentor, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
I have a mentor, Maria. She convinced me to continue my education and to finish what I started to get my diploma. Just never judges. She's a true role model. If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, everybody, to Logic Nation. It's April 20th, 2020. Matt, your host here. Got you, the listening audience. Give me a call, 866-89-LOGIC, 866-895-6442. Tell me what's on your mind. Got a lot of things going on here. And I've got the Colonel Rayford Brown with me. I got John Bonassi with me. Shane Currington, the Titan of Tech. Bill Huffman. And me, your host, Matt. So give me a call, 866-89-LOGIC. I want to read the quotes one more time because I kind of rushed it last time. If you can give me a call and tell me who the author is, you win a prize. We got a lot of prizes here. I guess what I'm trying to say without boring you too long at breakfast, and y'all look dull as hell, I might add. The dullest audience I've ever spoken to, just sitting there, staring at me. Pretend you like me. These are actual quotes, everybody. I promise you the president has a big stick. I promise you. 3, I'm embarrassed. Do you know the website number? I should have it in front of me, and I don't. I'm actually embarrassed. 4, if we do everything right, if we do it with absolute certainty, there's still a 30% chance we're going to get it wrong. Is that mathematically possible, sir? You can't do that, can you?
It's very hard, but there are some mathematicians that can make
That would
anything.
say, yeah.
Quantum mechanics.
And then finally, a successful dump. Give me a call, 866-89-LOGIC, if you know the answer to the quotes, and we'll get you on. Now, I've got a audio clip here. We got a call on the line, too. We'll get to him in just a minute. But I got an audio clip here of Bill Maher. I'm only going to play a minute of this one. And I got to make sure I hit the mute button because I don't want to get in trouble on this one. But the reason I want to play it is because, when it comes to the politics of Bill Maher, we're opposite ends, okay? There's not even close. But watching him, he is able to back up his arguments, although I don't agree with that either. So I respect him in that one respect. He is who he is. He's not ashamed about it, and he can at least talk with some intelligence and back it up with something, even though it may be skewed. But there's another part here that I must give him credit for, and this is being able to see the bullshift, SCHIFF, the bullshift of the politics. So we're going to play a clip here, an opinion piece from him, about a minute long, and just take a listen, see what you think.
And finally, new rule, now that we're starting to see some hope in all this, don't hope shame me. The problem with nonstop gloom and doom is it gives Trump the chance to play the optimist. And optimists tend to win American elections. FDR said the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Riding that into a second term. And then there will be no hope left for you to shame. So, look, if this insanity happens again, news sources have to rein it in. Everyone knows Corona is no walk in the park, because you literally can't walk in the park. But at some point, the daily drumbeat of depression and terror veers into panic porn. Enough with the life will never be the same headlines. And stop showing us this. Everything looks scary when you magnify it 1,000 times. Here's a pubic hair. Boo!
The first picture he showed was the coronavirus design, with all the crowns sticking out. Stop showing it. Anything looks scary 1,000 times magnified, and then he showed.
I got to say, the last couple of videos, I've been flabbergasted at Bill Maher because I actually agree with him, and he is one of the biggest liberals that I've ever seen. But yet, the last video, the one before this one, I agreed with totally. I had to listen to it, because you asked me to record it and, bleep out the bad words. Yep. I had to actually listen to it like 4 or 5 times because I was like, no.
Why am I agreeing with this man? There must be something wrong with me.
I know. I was like,
that's why I had kidding. That's why I had to set it up, Shane. I had to say, listen, he's got his ways and I don't agree with him, but I got to respect him that he sticks to his guns. But then I got to agree with him when he says this kind of stuff.
Yes, you got to. I mean, he's actually sounding like a conservative now.
He would slap you.
I know he would, but that's why I'm behind a mic.
I got Richard on the line. He thinks he knows the answer to the quotes. Let me get him on real quick. Richard, how you doing today? Thanks for calling, man. What's going on your mind, and what's the answer to the quotes?
Good morning, guys. That's Joe Biden.
Really?
Yep.
What gave it? Which flub gave it away?
The president has a big stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's part of the Handy has a Joe blooper reel, and that's part of it. And Joe, that's Joe Biden all the way. I can't believe anyone would actually vote for that Alzheimer's patient. So.
That's their potential fearless leader, man. That's their potential fearless leader.
Well, they're not hoping that Joe will stay in office or anything. What they're hoping for is that he'll croak, and whoever he chooses as VP will
Michelle
take over.
Obama.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama. What do you think about that, Richard? Were you listening last week when the article came out that Biden said, I would like to have Michelle Obama as my VP? And I said, see, I've been talking about it for months. What do you think about that?
I don't know. She's kind of lost the luster, and Trump has no qualms hitting back, and so he wouldn't care about race or sex or anything like that, and he would probably pound her like anyone else, and I just don't know if she's up to the task. I don't know. They're going to need someone with more political chops.
Richard, I don't know, man, because remember what she said. She'll take the high road, and he'll take the low road. She's the most popular woman on the planet. She was the first lady. Everybody looks at her. The guys like her. The women like her.
I don't think so. Hey, I know you guys don't do Twitter anymore. I wish you did because I don't do Facebook. But anyway.
Yeah, we're on Twitter. We have a live feed on Twitter right now.
Okay, well, y'all didn't do it at first, and so I used to send you guys, before Matt came on, all kinds of links. But if you want to see a good interview, look at the interview that Bill Maher did with Dan Crenshaw this weekend. Dan Crenshaw took him apart, calmly took him apart, and pretty much made Maher shut up. So
I've seen Maher, Richard. I've seen Maher have interviews like that, and he almost sits back and says, "You got me." You know, he gets that look on his face like, "You got me."
Well, he does
exactly. His face is on there, but it's on Dan Crenshaw, or you can. It was all over Twitter this weekend, but it was great. He didn't raise his voice, but he counterpunched everything Maher said, and Maher was taken aback. I mean, everything he thought he was going to prove was counteracted with by Dan Crenshaw. I mean, it was pretty intense, and Dan Crenshaw alluded to what you were said earlier, Matt, about if the guy doesn't want to go to a firefight. Yeah. He was talking about in field training. You want a leader that's optimistic, and you want a leader that is confident. And so he referenced that training that you just did on your show. So it would tie in really well if you guys could find it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. But here's a very important question. You won. What do you want?
I need to get my license to carry. So give me a coupon. I need to come to your class.
Okay, I just had a class. I'm not sure when I'll set up another one, but I'll put your name on this coupon. It's $10 off for the class. It's no expiration date. You can use it whatever.
Dude, you're passing on the Maserati. Did you not see the picture on Logic Nation?
Right.
Hey, Matt, how big was that PPP loan you got?
I will say one thing about Bill Maher. And this is going back to our original premise.
Wait. Let me take care of Rich in case he's got to go. Richard, I'm going to have your coupon up front with Sis. You know where the office is, right?
Okay, I'm going, bud.
All right, take care. Go ahead.
So going back to Bill Maher, he is one of the very few liberals that I've ever seen that will admit when he's been taken to the cleaners. Every other Democrat, Pelosi, Schumer, any of the other ones,
they'll go eat ice cream.
Yeah, they'll go eat ice cream. They'll try and blah, 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 blah. No, Bill Maher doesn't do that.
And let me tell you what, a little, in case you didn't watch the interchange between the two of them, little old one-eyed retired SEAL boy.
That's right.
Fed him his sandwich.
Yes.
Nice.
And that but like I said, I got to give props to Bill Maher. At least he will admit when he's been taken to the cleaners, because no other Democrat will do that. Pelosi won't, Schumer won't. They will sit there and go, blah, 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 blah.
That was pretty good.
You like that?
Reiteration.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we're going to take a break. Hopefully we'll have Mac the Mechanic in here. We're going to be talking about our abs. Yep, we're going to be talking abs.
Have I got abs?
ABS.
Oh, thank God. Well, I might have ABS. I ain't got abs.
All right, we'll be back in 3 minutes. See you on the other side.
DWI and criminal defense attorney Ed Laughlin.
Just because you or a loved one has been pulled over or arrested for DWI does not mean you're guilty of DWI. I'm attorney Ed Laughlin, and to be arrested and charged with DWI, the officer has to only have probable cause that you're intoxicated. It's only the officer's opinion. However, to be convicted of DWI, your guilt must be proven beyond a reasonable doubt, which is a much stricter burden. If you have been arrested for DWI or any other offense and want an attorney who will rigorously defend you, call me at 1-800-492-2589 or log on to my website at edlaughlin.com. Over the past 25 years as an attorney, I've been both a prosecutor and now a defense attorney. You need an experienced attorney who will work hard to get you the justice that you deserve.
What are you waiting for? Call Ed now at 1-800-492-2589 to schedule a free confidential appointment or visit Ed's website at edlaughlin.com. First visit is always free. You're going to feel a whole lot better. See Ed's ad and names and numbers.
Sweet strawberry icing. You were strolling along in Goodwill when just past that mid-century side table and denim jacket you spotted them, nestled in their display case. Miniature donut earrings. Oh, yes! Yes! Your favorite half-breakfast pastry, half-all-day dessert food, made into your favorite form of ear candy. Oh my. Those bejeweled sprinkles have satisfied some unknown hunger within you. Shh, do you smell that? That's the sugary scent of shopping success. For this is Goodwill. And with every item you buy, you fund local job training and more. So go forth. Bring home those donut earrings. And bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Some knowledge belongs to us and us alone. The way our girlfriends walk, the way they talk, the way they touch their hair. We hold details that only a sister can know about her girls. But what about our other girls? The ones that we carry with us every day. Can we describe them when everything's right? Can we feel when something's wrong? Our bond with our sister girls gives life. But knowing your breasts can save it. Go to knowyourgirls.org for the facts you need on breast health. That's knowyourgirls.org. Brought to you by Susan G. Coleman and the Ad Council.
I spend a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain, sleet, and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. In 05, I helped you get out of a ditch. Yeah, I know I'm a bit rusty, and sadly in 09, it was sparks from me, your handy chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Sparks from dragging chains can start a wildfire. Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back, everybody, to Logic Nation. It's April 20th, 2020. Matt, your host here. I got too many people in this room, so I'm only going to list the ones that are right in front of me. I got the
only
Colonel,
ones
River
that matter.
Brown.
The ones that matter.
And we got Mac the mechanic from Quick Ranch Automotive. Mac, it's good to see you again, buddy.
Always, man. Always.
Good. If you want to be on the show, give me a call, 866-89-LOGIC. I'm sure you have a question for the mechanic here, the brain, the human brain when it comes to fixing your vehicle.
I don't have my computer with me, so my Google Drive's down right now. So, but I got my cell phone. So, YouTube mechanic.
866-89-LOGIC, 866-895. Don't forget to stream us live at Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo at Logic Nation Radio, Twitter and Periscope at Logic Nation USA. And I hope you have your workout equipment on because we're going to be talking about abs today.
Yeah, in a different form, You'll stress your abs out, but no, we're talking about ABS systems.
Oh.
Totally
Clarify.
different. I mean, I know we all want abs, but so they give us the ABS systems for free now on all these cars. So no, I'd like to share an experience that I had to experience the ABS system. I was actually allowed to go out to a training academy for tires, Falcon Tire Academy, and their whole concept behind the academy was to experience what their tires do. Well, in one of the segments that we got to do, they put 3 of us in there, which my wife was in the car. So they had a track. They rented the whole racetrack out there in California. So they were spraying all these sprinkler systems, and they wanted to see how their tires performed to other tires. Well, this was an ABS braking track system. So basically what you got to do, they had cameras on you and GPS trackers and stuff. So if you never experienced ABS, I would recommend to do it one time just to know what it is, because most people don't experience it. And we'll explain that a little bit. But basically in this car, guy says, buckle up, have fun. What you're going to do is just drive as fast as you can. And when you hear the buzzer, which means you got to 60 miles an hour, just jam on the brakes as hard as you can and stop as quickly as you can. But there's sprinkler systems going. There's water all over the road and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I've experienced this. My wife's like, so what's ABS? I was like, oh, this is going to be eye-awakening for you.
It's automatic braking system. It
Yes.
interrupts the pressure to the brakes.
Yes, the car computer takes over versus it takes out human error in the car.
If you're a Trekkie, that's the M5 at work here, so go ahead.
Yes. So basically, we're sitting in this car, and there's a random individual in there that we didn't know. We met him at the track. Real cool dude. And he's driving first, and I'm like, okay, let me put my life in his hands. So anyways, we take off down this car, and he just floors it. We're kind of spinning tires a little bit, and then we get going, and then all of a sudden you hear the loud beep, and then all of a sudden he just hits the brakes. We go all 4 legs, arms, everything, lunges forward, but the seatbelt's locked, and then the car just starts shuddering, and it stops within about, I'd say, 40 feet, maybe 45 feet, which is pretty quick. So, but you got to experience what the ABS system does, in a car. And my wife she starts to gasp for air. She's like, did something break? Like, what's going on back here, But no, so the ABS system took over. So she got to experience it, and then we got to rotate. So everybody got to drive.
Well, explain what the feel is of the vehicle. It's almost like it shudders a little bit, doesn't it?
It's almost like you lose control of your car, honestly. So basically, when you're stopping at a red light, most people, like I said, 99% of the time, most people will never experience ABS. So you hit the brakes, the car kind of slides. Unless it's detecting that a wheel is not stopping at the rate it should, the ABS will not kick in. So like if you hit a water puddle, one wheel spinning differently than another wheel, the ABS is going to kick in so it doesn't pull the car. And basically it's going to pulsate.
It will,
it will pulsate the brake caliper. So basically, it will squeeze, let go, squeeze, let go, squeeze, let go, really, really, really fast. So imagine your leg, if you could, tapping the brakes 100 times in 10 seconds, just like tick, 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 just pressing on it. So, and what happens when you hit the brakes and the ABS takes over, your brake pedal will actually just go to the floor. So it feels like you lost your brakes, but the computer took over. The car starts to shake because each wheel is pulsating whatever it needs to pulsate to keep the vehicle going in a straight line.
I got to be honest with you, Mac. I'm old school. I like to know when I lock those brakes. I hear the screech. I turn into it. I turn out of it. I'm fishtailing, whatever. I just like to know I got control. But then again, I've had the situation where I had to use ABS.
Yep.
But your reaction time is a minimum of a second to sense there's a loop. You sense what's happening. You decide what to do, release that. You communicate to your leg to let go of the brake pedal.
So you're missing a key word. It's called control.
Yeah, but that's my whole point is that even if you're in total control, you're looping much slower than the computer does. And as this saying senses that the tire is decelerating or the wheel is decelerating faster than it's possible for the car, it releases pressure so that it doesn't lock up and skid. And what's important also is what happens when the tire skids. When you lock up your brakes in the old time, the friction between the tire and the road started melting rubber. And as the rubber melts, it becomes just like oil underneath your tire, and you start to slide. It's like an ice skate on ice. The skate melts water, and you're actually sliding on water on top of the ice.
Is he working for you?
I guess, man. He
pretty
knows
darn
his
good,
stuff,
man.
man.
That's
I'm
pretty-
like, golly.
Is that because of aircraft training? Because of
Yes,
tires?
we have
yes.
anti-skid brakes, anti-lock brakes on airplanes. It used to be extremely expensive, but I used to fly the F4, and man, you get on a wet runway. If we didn't have that, we'd take forever to stop. If you didn't blow all your tires and run off
Just
in the
sliding
dirt.
and stuff. Yeah. There's a
That's
lot
the
of
equivalent
variables.
to anti-skid as you run off the runway.
Okay, we'll take a break, come back, and continue on. See you on the other side.
Quick Wrench Automotive, your one-stop auto shop, family owned and operated at 1402 North 3rd Street in Temple. Why go to another dealer? Quick Wrench Automotive, a full-service preventive maintenance and automotive repair center, offers a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty on most repairs nationwide, which also includes complimentary roadside assistance. Quick Wrench also offers the best price for oil changes around at $17.95 plus tax, which includes 5 quarts of oil, new oil filter, washer fluid, and complimentary 23-point inspection. Other great deals are available on our Facebook page as well as our website, quickwrenchautomotive.com. Give us a call Monday through Friday at 254-935-2145 to speak with an ASE certified technician. Quick Wrench Automotive, your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Here at the Logic Nation, we often encourage you to be logical. Now, I've got 2 more great words to live by. Get supplied. With Studio L as a center point, Smith Supply will provide you with everything to clean anything and deliver it on time within 150 miles. That means we can deliver cleaning supplies to any facility, any business, including hotels and motels, even industries and factories, anywhere in the Killeen, Temple, Fort Hood Metro, Waco, and Austin. No matter where you are, we can ship to your order. We also provide janitorial services and building maintenance in some areas, and our Temple showroom and our online catalog are open to the public. We're here to save you money and get your supplies to you on time, every time. So, get supplied. Since 1961, we're Smith Supply, 254-773-3592, and online at smithsupply.com.
Art Coons, the owner of ANC Firearms in Heidenhammer, Texas, is an avid gun enthusiast and enjoys helping all of his customers to find the gun that's perfect for them. With a large selection of pistols, rifles, and shotguns, finding the right gun becomes easy. Go to ANC Firearms, located at 5819 U.S. Highway 190 in Heidenhammer, or call them 254-983-4417. Pistols, rifles, shotguns, ammo, knives, and a whole lot more. ANC Firearms, 254-983-4417.
Bankruptcy attorney Ed Laughlin.
I really hate to see families suffer, especially